Hi, guys. Welcome to our Just Moms Unfiltered podcast, where this is a safe space for moms. I am your host, Ivy Kinyanjui.
And I am Mama Twins. And in our podcast, we are helping moms navigate life, love, career, and everything in between. So stay tuned and journey with us.
We are going to start by introducing ourselves, like who
Mhm.
are we? And I'm going to start with Mama Twins. Can you tell us a bit of your journey? So, who are you?
My name is Sharon Omondi, and I am a mom. I'm a mom of twins, two girls, very identical twins. And I'm a flight attendant.
Uh-huh.
I'm a business lady, and yeah, basically, yeah, that's Mama Twins for you. And who is IBK?
Very well. I am a boy mom. I
Mhm.
have two incredibly amazing sons,
Mhm.
a 9-year-old and a 4-year-old. I am also in the line of research, basically the social impact measurement space.
Yeah.
I am also I'm in project management as well as ukulima. I am a farmer. So yeah, that's a little overview about me.
Yeah, so we are excited to have you guys on board with us, and the journey is gonna be sweet, bittersweet, good, bad, ugly. We're gonna talk about everything unfiltered, and we are excited to have you guys on board with us. So, Ivy,
Yes.
since this is our first podcast,
Yeah.
how do we go about it? Like, what can you engage the audience? What are we all about? Like, what's in store for them?
Okay.
Yeah. So, can you take us through a little bit?
All right, very well. Basically, when we thought about this and when we were thinking about this, we connected so much about being mothers.
Yeah.
And given that we have also walked the journey of solo parenting,
Yeah.
I think we felt like we needed to come up and create a community
Yeah.
where it can be a safe space for moms. And we're not just limiting this to solo moms, we are also incorporating all kinds of moms.
Yes.
This is moms who are in a two-parent household, solo moms with angel babies.
Yeah.
We also have people acting the role of guardians or
Yeah,
mothers,
that's true.
but they don't have children of their own yet. Yeah. And you could have adopted, you could be raising your siblings, and you're also just trying to navigate this journey of motherhood because you're a mom in one way or another.
Yeah.
So basically, it's more of creating a community where we can share our stories, where you can ask any kind of questions that you have. And as we navigate this, we are looking to navigate this, one episode at a time.
Yeah, for sure.
One episode at a time.
Yeah.
And what else about this, Sharon?
We are not forgetting men who are moms.
Yes.
For sure, because you're playing that role for one reason or another. So hatujawasahau, you're part of us, you're part of the community. And so I look forward to journeying with you and having fun and creating content. And, you can share with us your stories as well, your journeys. If you'd like to be part of us and be part of the cast as well, and you'd like to share your story with the world and with the public, you can reach us on the tags below. So you can share, you can inbox us, you can share with us. If we'll also put an email as well, so you can read your stories. And I'm excited. It's been a long time coming. We've been looking forward to this. I'm looking forward, but let's see what this journey holds for us.
Yeah. So basically, given that we are starting this, we have an idea of how this is going to go.
Yeah.
Please extend us some grace because this is also uncharted waters for us.
Mhm,
Yeah. And I'd love to get into something, Sharon. Why this podcast for you? Why do you feel like this is important for you? And, tell us a bit about your story.
So why is it important? My story is my story. I wanted just to, be part of a community and share my story with everyone else. You never know who you are touching. And, just share my story with the world one day at a time.
Yeah.
And tusaidiane, it's a new day every day. And you never know what tomorrow holds.
Very true.
So, my two daughters, how did it start? Yeah. So the journey started 5 years ago. My daughters will be 5 in a couple of weeks. And it has not been easy.
Yeah.
But we are just moms.
Yeah.
We make things happen because we are just moms.
Yeah.
So yeah. And hey, akintasema nini? I don't know. It's one day at a time. Ni God. I know it's what we say ni God sana, but
Yes.
for me I can say ni God. And then I really thank God for my small community. My friends, my family, my siblings have been there, to help me through
Yeah.
the good, the bad, the ugly. And they stepped in and assisted me with, the journey.
Yeah.
Up to now, they still do it. I want to thank God for my baby's godmother, my baby's godfather. They really play a big role in helping me in this parenting journey. How has it been for you, being a boy mom?
Okay, very well. I think people tend to think that boy moms are, raising boys is easier in comparison to girls. But I'd say for me, I feel like it has its ups and downs. We ride the waves as they come, and a lot of times we have no options, no option but to just be who you are, or be the mom that you need to be, or the parent that you need to be. So basically, for me, my journey began 9 years ago. And at a very tender age of 22, yani ni mtoto akipata mtoto mwingine. I became a child at 22 and, gave birth at 23. So basically, I started out with blogging on Facebook, and because I didn't feel like there was a community around motherhood, or rather around moms, and especially for me, because I started out as a solo parent, it was quite a difficult journey given the shaming that used to come with you are a solo mom, so you chose wrong, or you put yourself in this position and all that. But I keep saying, you know what, you don't know anybody's story. It's very integral to extend grace. So that is where my journey began, and I needed that particular community. Now, the one thing I'm grateful for, and the same thing that you mentioned, is that you have had a community around you. And I feel
important.
like, yes, we always have, it's very important to have a community that you can lean on. Very close friends or family members who can step in and help you, come in when you really need them. So for me, I've had that. I've had amazing friends. I have had amazing family members who have been extremely supportive of me. Now, I have also experienced parenting in a two-parent household. Unfortunately, that did not work out. But we are here now. And that's how I have two boys, So
very cute. Very cute boys.
Yeah. So the journey has not been easy. Especially, I'd say, because raising boys, let me tell you, these kids need fathers or masculine figures. It is not easy raising boys. And the one thing that I'm constantly saying is, I'm not going to start sagging, wearing Timberlands and bouncing here and there just to, try and act like a man. No, because these children need, a female, their mother to be who they are. A soft,
to be a mom and a dad, to teach them the masculinity.
Exactly. They need a man to mentor them into masculinity. But the thing that I'd love to encourage, the one thing that I'd love to encourage solo moms out there is that you can create that community. Whether you don't, I think it's more of identifying someone, a family member, a very close friend who you have shared values, and this person can actually mentor your sons or your daughters, your sons especially into masculinity, and can also play that role of a dad for your daughters. Whether you have a godfather, a cousin, a brother, an uncle, and your dad, whoever that is, I feel like it's quite important. So that's just a tad bit about me.
Wow. So how do we go about this? You guys can share your stories with us. All stories are not the same, and only the wearer of the shoe knows where it hurts. It's not all rosy. It's not all rosy, but there are those days that it's roses,
Yes.
just roses. Like when the kids come back from school and they hug
know,
you,
right?
you felt like your spirit was low, and they just uplift you. And then there are those like the achievements. You're so proud as a mom seeing the
Yeah.
achievements that your kids made.
Yeah.
They're performing in school. They are doing these talents in school, and you're just there supporting and cheering them on. You're their number one fan. And and those days when you feel so low, and they just give you that hug,
Yeah.
and it just melts you. You even forget all your problems and troubles. But we thank God for just allowing us to be just moms.
Yes.
It's a journey that you cannot trade for. It's a job. It's a full-time job, 24 hours round the clock.
Yes.
It does not stop.
It's
It does not. Yeah, it stops the day you're 6 feet.
Yes.
That's when it stops. Like there's no time limit for being a mom.
Yeah.
Like there isn't. And I think that's where most people, I think, forget why. And also that's the reason why probably we did like start our podcast like it's just moms. Moms, we we are everything. We wear all the hats. We do. We are your cheerleaders. We are doctors. We are psychology.
therapists.
We are therapists. We are therapists.
Yeah.
We are
The chefs.
We are the cleaners. We are the doctors. We are all round, and it does not stop. There's no, even if watoto wakikuwa wakubwa, married and living their life, it does not stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does not stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very true. And I think for me, the most, what would I say? We are constantly figuring it out. Even someone who has 15, 13 children, they are constantly figuring it out.
I know. Hey, how do you do it? I want a story on that. Like, how are you doing it?
Exactly. And I feel like the Just Mom community is not about age limits. Whether you are a teenager, from a teen mom, all the way to someone in their 80s, okay? Because when you have your kids, when you're a first-time mom, you're experiencing motherhood for the first time. When you get your second child, it's every child is very different, and you get to experience each child differently. And I feel like from the transition from being, the young babies that are crying to toddlers to being preteen to, from there you're going to a teenager to a young adult. From there, you're navigating your children, probably getting married, going to university. Like every single time, we are figuring it out. And I feel like mothers, if you have not experienced this, you're consistently figuring it out. You become a grandma. Yeah. You are also figuring that journey out. So I think the one thing that I love about this community is I would love for us to have, from all age groups, and just have those shared stories on how it has been. And I believe that we will be inviting a lot of guests. We'll be hosting several people here. Yeah.
First, I want to understand the journey for especially guys, the men who are moms. I'd want to understand how that different, how it is.
Yes.
Because for us, we are women. It's instilled in us, like it's maternal.
The maternal.
The maternal instinct just kicks in like this, like that. But for men who chose to go on this journey by themselves and be moms, because we also wear the dad's hats, but it's different for men.
It is.
Yeah, I'd love to understand that journey. I'd really love to understand like how they're doing it, how they came about it.
Yeah.
I know for most it's circumstance, but you'll find most other men choose to remarry or get someone to assist with the journey. But the ones who stuck with with the titles as moms, I'd want to really understand that journey. Yeah, how is it for them?
It will be quite refreshing because I am yet to come across a solo dad that I personally know in my circle, and I'd love to just understand how has it been for you. How have you navigated the long nights, balancing work, balancing life? Because I believe as adults, you're stretched in all directions.
Yeah.
1 minute your friend needs you, the next minute you have a child that is not feeling well, the next minute you have a bill calling, you have a bill, hey, gas,
school activities,
all this activities. How do you balance it all out? And I feel like, oh my goodness, I have mad respect for the guys who decide to stick and play that particular role. Yeah,
Me too.
because I believe it's not even, it is not anything to be, it is if you become a parent, okay? The one thing that I say is God thought you worthy, okay? Becoming a parent to this particular human being. He entrusted you with this young child for you to take care of. So I feel like it's the greatest calling, and it is quite refreshing to see parents, both moms and dads, who choose to, wear that particular hat and be very intentional in what they are actually doing. Yeah.
Let's talk about your hobbies.
The one thing that I've really been looking to do has been content creation. And I feel like for me, this is feedback I've gotten from my family, my friends, and they started from way back. As I said, at the age of 22. I just turned 32 this month. I mean, it's 10 years later. 10 freaking years later.
You know?
I feel like this is the time that I'm actualizing. And the one thing that I'm saying is, or I'm telling myself is that sometimes it's not about when you start, okay? Because I feel like from 22 up until now, 10 years later, it's a whole decade. Yeah. There has been a lot of refining when it comes to my journey. And there's been a lot of refining also when it comes to my hobbies. And this is one thing that I am looking to take up fully in a, and really look to do in, like a full-time thing. The other thing that I do enjoy is I am a sucker for endless adventures. You can, when the mountains are calling, when nature is calling, trust me to answer. I will be there. I love nature. I love adventure. I think the other thing that I really have been enjoying lately is mountaineering. Yeah, hiking and mountaineering. It's something that
I think like this, you get so much serenity.
There's so much serenity, and I feel like for me, you just find yourself. There's just something about connecting with nature that just allows you.
And God, like you know where that's where God dwells.
Yes.
Like on top of the mountain,
Yes.
that's where you'll find clarity. I wish I'm able to do such things, but I'm not a sucker for. I'm just not a sucker for such.
Yeah.
But I applaud. Like I'm a supporter of anyone who the mountain climbing,
Yes.
the outdoor adventures.
Yeah.
But yeah, you go, girl.
She's a bit on the softer side.
Yeah.
So outside the mountaineering, the other thing that I do enjoy is styling. I have a thing for fashion flair. Enjoy putting pieces together, and this is something that I'm looking to really do in the near future. I mean, keep it locked. We'll definitely be sharing our social media handles, our private social media handles, so that you can also follow us there and see what we're also all about.
Also plugs as well, like where we get things and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll be sharing with you guys too. Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel like that's a little bit about myself.
How about you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
What
for
about
me, hobbies.
Yeah.
I love eating good food. So for sure, I love fine dining. I don't know if that's a hobby, but that's what I love doing.
Yes.
Like fine dining. Oh, any day, every day,
Yes.
anytime, however you see it.
Yeah.
I love fine dining. I love champagne. Hi, yes. I love champagne to the core. Like anytime, I'm always, even in my house, like this, always. In fact, I think our next segment we'll start popping champagnes.
Yes.
Like before we start our segment, we toast to a good glass of champagne. I really love having just a nice drink, champagne, fine dining, some outdoor activities. I'm engaging. I'm starting to do paragliding. I love. I don't mind paragliding. I've done a couple. I've done. I'd love to do the mountain climbing one day. I hope so.
Yeah.
I love as well fashion.
Yeah.
I love dressing. Simple, elegant, and classy. Not so much. I love good makeup as well. As we go by, you'll start seeing me, wearing more and more and more makeup. And I do makeup by myself.
Yeah.
But just for now, I wanted the raw. You get to see us raw and get to know who we are. I also love traveling. That's why I am a flight attendant. I travel a lot,
Yeah.
and I love exploring what the world has to offer, and meeting new people,
Yeah.
the culture, the diversity, the different foods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so traveling and good food is on top of the list.
Top of the list.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Interesting.